Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about the final week of April. We're talking about the 27th through May 3rd. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I am pleased to share with you my messages for my better angels for the month. We are talking about how we are being asked to declutter, to get rid of things that are separating us from our people, and making sure that we have better connections with people over things, right? That's the gig, trying to put people over things, and that will be very helpful. All right. The other thing we're going to be sharing about and talking about is connecting with our fellow neighbor. That doesn't have to be even with conversation. It could just be you doing them a little favor, a little tiny favor, whether it's picking up their newspaper and putting it on their porch so that they don't have to get their feet wet in the morning, or pulling in their trash can at the end of the day so that they don't have to like have it get run over by a car. Whatever those little tiny favors, or weed whacking, right? Do a little weed whacking on their side of the fence so that they don't have to worry about that side when you've already done your side, right? Little tiny things can be a benefit and a help to the situation, and it helps create a feeling of community. If not with them, at least with yourself, and it's nice to feel a part of, correct? And I think that we all need a little bit more of feeling a part of. So that's a nice way of doing that on the small scale, and that will be beneficial. All right. So I also have this guiding card for you for the month. We have Goddess. Capricorn, my goodness, your inner goddess requires attention. Please pay attention to your inner goddess. Male, female, doesn't matter who you are or what's going on with you. Your inner goddess needs love and attention and appreciation. So don't forget to give that girl a pat on the back. Make sure that you are celebrating yourself as much as you can, because quite frankly, you're awesome. Male, female, doesn't matter. You know, all the in-betweeners. Everybody's welcome here, and I want you to know that if we can honor ourselves as we are and really truly appreciate who we are, that's the self-care that's required to really like give ourselves that pat on the back and love upon ourselves. It's good. All right, so let us go ahead and talk one more time about this special new deck we're bringing in. I still don't know what it's called, but it's all about pirates, and it's a tarot deck, so it's super fun because I'm a pirate tarot card reader, right? And so it's just got great vibes. We're going to use it way more next month in May, but for now I'm using it for a mystery card. Okay, so we're going to pull out one card and read it at the end of the reading and close it out. Okay, so we're doing everything else in between, but I wanted to share that. All right, so let's get this mystery card. All right, so here we go. We got a mystery card coming up for Capricorn for the final week of April. What do we got? Oh, that one. All right. Now we're going to set it right here and let it wait there for a minute. All right. And I'm going to set these aside. All right. Just like that. Let's go. Yeah, let's go over here and use these cards now to go a little deeper over here on our original reading. All right, so here we go. Let's see what we have. All right, so we were talking in the overview about you needing to keep your finances balanced, and certainly since that other job got a little funky, I'm not surprised you're needing to keep your finances balanced, but just, you know, it isn't because I think you're hurting. I think it's because there's something funny going on. Maybe your money isn't just as, we're just keeping an eye on it, okay? If you haven't seen all your bills yet, you want to double check them. I want you to double check your bills and make sure that everything is as it should be, because I feel like there might be something weird slipped in, or something might be overcharging you or went up without telling you it was going up. So just be aware of that and pay attention, all right? Now then, the other thing going on, we have an opportunity for you to rally the troops and get people to help you with your project. That is such good news, since you were having a big deal like last week. Maybe you'll get some friends to come and help you with this leveling out of the kitchen situation, right? Very good. The King of Pentacles is here saying that somebody here is going to want you to do this whole situation a little bit on the cheap, but they aren't going to be too cheap. All right. This vibe is the vibe he usually gives off is super cheap. However, there's a level of quality coming off this card that says, no, no, I want to make sure this is a high quality job no matter what. So we're not going to spare any expense on the product and stuff. They might be sparing expense on labor. So watch out. You may not get paid very well, but at the same time, you're going to get the right product and you're going to do the job the right way. All right. So keep an eye on that little situation. Maybe that's why we're watching our money. Okay. Now then, we're talking about what's blocking you. Wishes are not going to get fulfilled. Maybe you're asking them for a little more money for your extra labor and they're going, I don't know about that. Or something will be in question. All right. Something that you wanted will be in question. Maybe you say, oh, I really need 7 guys to help me do this. And they say, we'll give you 4. And you're like, oh, ow. So you're going to have to work something out. It's not going to be easy for you to jump in or start anything new. Right now you're very deep in the middle of this project. You have nowhere else to go. So you have to stay the course. There's no jumping off of this, no running away now. You're too deep, okay? You are too deep into this project. You have to keep going, all right? So even when you hear that other people are talking about you, realize that there's no chance right now. Yeah, I think people are probably talking about your worth and value at this moment. So other people are considering the possibility, but like I said, you aren't in a position to go anywhere. So I'm going to move these around in order. Ta-da! So yeah, people are talking about you and they want you to go and do something else, and there's no chance you can do that because you're in the middle of this so deep. You have to finish this. You can't walk away before you've started. You haven't even done the kitchen part yet. Holy cow. So, right. Feeling a little hung up, are ya? You want things to go a certain way. It's not going 100% the way you wanted it to. It is going, but it's not going the way you wanted it to. So, you've just added like a couple of weeks to this project that was supposed to be like maybe a month-long kitchen project, and now it's a month-and-a-half long kitchen project with a leveling of the floor project. So it's a lot and it's different than you planned. So your brain is a little wonky on it. Just be flexible. Stay flexible if you can. It will help you get through it. And I think that you'll find yourself on the other side doing just great. It's just a matter of you surrendering to what it is instead of trying to make it something else. Okay? Cool. 9 of Wands. Do stand up for who you are as a person. If they start to question you or get in your face a little bit about how they think it should go, and you're like, no, no. We put in the product, and the product needs 42 hours to set. The package says we have to let it sit for 42 hours, so we aren't going to be here for 42 hours, okay? I'm going to leave. We're going to let it do its thing. Don't walk in there. Don't do anything about it. And we're going to let it do its thing for the exact period of time that they said we should. And that's how it's going to set up, okay? And so you have to defend yourself in the situation, okay? Don't let anyone tell you how to do it because you're doing it the right way. You are awesome the way you are. You are doing everything you're supposed to, the way you're supposed to. And I think that you're going to get this project handled perfectly, but you really needed to get that part out of the way first, all right? So when you do step away, they're going to fight you about it. And you're like, nope, this is it. Too bad, so sad. And that's good. You will find that you find a King of Wands who is going to stand up for you in this situation. Don't forget, you can have a King of Pentacles and a King of Wands be the same human being. So you don't have to have it be one person and then another person entirely. So I feel like the guy who's paying for the job is also going to be the one who says, hey man, I'm here for you. I get it. I hear what you're saying about what we're doing here, and we're not going to go in there for 42 hours, okay? We will be counting down the hours and we'll mark it off, okay? So be smart, be capable, and read them the rules, make sure that they follow them. And this guy is going to stand up to you, but he's also going to be a supporter of you and wanting you to get the rules paid attention to. So he supports all that. He's going to enforce the rules himself as soon as you leave for your 42 hours, and it's going to be great. Okay? So, like I said, you just surrender to the situation as it is, and you're going to work your way through it. All right? Cool. Messages from the Cosmic Oracle. All right. What do we have for Capricorn? Oh, right there. Right there. We want this one. All right. Now, this is our card. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. Yeah, it looks like there may be a moment here where you get a little testy, a little upset, and you say, hey man, I've given you everything I've got, I've done everything that's needed, I followed the rules to the letter. It was hard, and it's not been a fun project to level out your floor. The one thing I'm asking of you is that when we get to the end of this, you do the thing I asked you to, which is to stay off it for 42 hours. So you're going to have to fight about it. This isn't going to be a simple one. But if you allow your feelings to get involved, it won't be as bad as you think. I know it's hard to realize that being emotional might not be the end of the world. But if you allow, it's okay for you to do that at this time. They will hear you. They will understand you. Okay? But, I mean, obviously we're going to use good words, not bad words. And we're definitely going to clarify our feelings by making sure that they understand that you've done your part and now they need to do theirs. And it'll be okay. All right? As long as they have a method of getting in and out of their place, I don't think that this should be too big of an issue. Like, you use the front door instead of the back door, please. That's all. And that would be a good thing. Put up some tape. It'll help keep them out. All right? So now, you need a pocket full of rocks. All right. All righty. So we have smoky quartz, tiger eye, and blue apatite. All righty. So smoky quartz is going to help you release things that you don't need to carry around anymore. That might be personal, physical stuff you don't need to carry around anymore. Or it could be some emotions and feelings that are like, I can see that you've stepped back into your confidence and you're no longer having to do this project all alone, which makes you very happy. And so everything is starting to work out better. Different, but better. So you're releasing your total frustration and anger at the thought that you were going to have to do it all by yourself. And I like that because you do have a support system. You have somebody here helping you out. All right. And now we have this blue apatite that is about you using healing words. Well, you're going to let your feelings out, but you're going to use healing words in the process. So you're going to, like I said, explain to them why you can't go in there and all that stuff, and you're going to do it in a good way. All right? They're going to get it. They're going to understand. You might be a little miffed in the moment, but having a little heat behind the words is different than using bad words or words that aren't intended to get people's attention, right? So you're trying to be very clear, and we don't want this all to be for nothing, which is why you're trying to keep them away from the space. So good for you. You're doing all the right things. Well done. And Tiger Eye is you getting messages from above, from your better angels, reminding you that, you know, if this isn't fulfilling for you, you might want to find another gig. And if this is exactly the kind of gig that you were looking for, then by all means, you're having the time of your life somewhere, right? So you need to get your head wrapped around what is it? Is this awesome or is this terrible? So when you decide whether it's awesome or terrible, it'll help you decide whether or not you ever want to do this sort of thing again, right? Okay, so we need to be clear. We get to look at our card, our closet card, our hidden card. We have the High Priestess. Ooh, very nice. This card is talking to you about being able to follow your intuition. So if your gut is telling you that you need to do more to make sure these people stay out of there, then you go hard, okay? Do whatever you need to do to keep them out of there. If they just like to smile and nod and make it seem like they're listening when they aren't, then you're definitely going to have to do things to make sure that they don't, okay? It might be locking the doors and screwing them shut. Something like that seems a little aggressive, but it will help, and it will keep you and keep them out of there. You do whatever you need to do, okay? And trust your intuition. It will be very honest with you about what's best, all right? So, I know some of that seemed very specific, so it just came out as it did. Apply it to your own situation, all right? It could be a paperwork situation. You could figure it out there, too. So, these are the rocks we have, and you don't have to carry them if you don't want to, but if you want to carry them, comment below, let me know what you got and how it's going, and I will respond. If you want to carry something else, by all means do so. It will be beneficial to you either way, and I would love to hear what you're carrying, and we'll have a conversation about that. If you want to talk about the reading, comment. Let me know what's going on. I'm here to support you in all ways, so whatever you need from me, I will do my best to be there for you, okay? And if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it. It would help me get my little channel growing. And by all means, share, and share. All right? We'll see you next week when we'll be talking about May, and I look forward to seeing you. Thank you.